So this is a real update on how trucking is going. Uh, just got my repair paid off when I did my suspension in Portland, and at that time I had made a new page called Owner Operator Probability. Okay, so I had put myself on a new way to book loads and the way I was moving because after I told y'all I'm somewhere cool and I had to do these, right? So yeah, I went somewhere that wasn't hot. I had to turn my truck off. I wasn't trying to idle, and I wound up finding some decent freight. I was running decent freight, and I'm coming down to the crunch time. Like I know my September truck payment's coming, right? I found a load that would at least break me even on the repairs and everything. But anyhow, when I got here, uh, as a fleet driver, I would have had to pick up the next load already been on the way. But it's Labor Day weekend. I had finished by noon on Thursday, and I already showed y'all it was an exquisite package. Okay, so what happened was I ran a shipment with 27 stops. Boom. So I knew, I got a couple calls on some good loads, but I was like, man, after I run this shipment, I'm just gonna stop for the whole weekend. Just take the whole 4 days, and we'll get started next week. If I don't find a load on Monday, then Tuesday or whatever. And just go ahead and chill. So basically, I'm taking my time. I'm finally like parking the truck. And I almost felt guilty a little bit when I took a nap today because I just laid down and I just started feeling guilty. I think that's how hard I worked in my 5 years as a company driver. I just didn't feel right taking a nap because that's how hard I had to work, especially in Chicago. And for me to know that, like, I'm still trying to work myself out of a hole that happened when I moved to Nebraska, a hole that kept going deeper and deeper, and I'm just looking for a way out of that, and social interaction really ain't nothing. But I'd have to say most people that I've been dealing with, they just been like, hey, have a nice night. And you gotta kind of read in between the lines. Despite everything I went through, and I try to stay simple, so I don't try to read into stuff too much because there are complications with that. But sometimes you gotta read in between the lines too, So, but on the other side of that, when I was a fleet driver, I used to come to this city. I was never able to do much, but I at least try to go to a restaurant, and it's just really hard right now trying to work out that I bought a truck and I'm in control at least of not having to drive the next shipment. If nothing else, that's what I'm in control of. So, despite what may come of that, and it's just really hard to promote, like, that I can do what I want to do, and that I'm not under supervision as much as I was, and it really shouldn't even have been like that in the first place, with my career. So, but it's just really tough. And then you never know. I mean, there's people ahead of me, and there's people that's bigger than me, and some of them may want me to succeed, and I don't think others want me to succeed because I do a better job than them, and I make them have to do more shit where they kind of had it worked out where they don't have to do as much, because like that's kind of what the grind is all about. You just keep hustling, and just trying to take that moment when the other person doesn't take that moment. You take that moment because they didn't want it, because they felt like they were cool off that, but you kept hustling, you kept grinding, you know what I'm saying? And I still, like, for me to know that when I moved to Nebraska, that should have helped me move further faster, okay? And it kind of did, because now I at least bought a truck. I don't think that I would have ever seen that possibility in California. But still, at the same time, if I wouldn't have had quit flatbed, there were a few times when I had money, but I took that money and tried to do something else with it. When I probably could have just decided to hang tight and stay in Cali, and I probably would have had more thousands right now, still running flatbed. And then that shit happened again when I quit Translines and I thought I was gonna go to K&B, where I had finally started making money when I was in my apartment in Nebraska, but I tried to go to a different company and it fucked me off. You know what I'm saying? Then I did it again with the truck, and I bought the truck, and my whole first year, from the first load, told you I went bankrupt on the first load. So I ain't never made no money this whole year in the first place, but I survived, you know? So it's Labor Day weekend. I've been working for Landstar for 1 year. So we on 1 year with Landstar, and I'm really hoping to make a profit next year. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically where we at.